Yeah. Episode 121. Let's do it, baby. September 5th, my birthday. Let's go. On. I gotta let it all sink in for a minute. Give me a minute. I'll be with y'all. Give me a second. Yeah. Yeah. The big 39, baby. On. Of course, I got some things to reflect with y'all. Gather around. Yo. So already don't ask me about my happy birthday glasses because they're ages 3 and up. So you don't have to ask me, like, aren't you too old for the glasses? You have to ask yourself what type of big ass head kids you got that they make glasses that fit me perfectly. Yo, today in this year, today in the year of 1982, I was born. I turned 39 years old today. That was 82. Let's see what happened in that year. The cost of living. Let's see here. The average monthly rent in 1982 was $320 a month. Gallon of gas was 91 cents. Jesus. A loaf of white sliced bread was 50 cents. And what else was I looking at? A Sony 19-inch color TV, which was probably about the size of my laptop. $499. A bag of cheese puffs, about the same, 89 cents. A postage stamp, 20 cents. The average income per year was $21,050. Wow, that is, yeah. Also, 1982. This was in November though. Michael Jackson's Thriller, A Fellow Virgo. Shout out to Michael, to R.I.P. Michael Jackson, Virgo gang. The United States broke AT&T up, the monopoly of AT&T, and broke it down into all different type of bells. Here, I think it was New Jersey Bell or whatever it was, and later on, I think that broke into the Verizon or something. Argentina, NASA, what else? United States, the late night show premiered in 1982, February, with David Letterman. I mean, coming on after Johnny Carson. The movie E.T. The movie E.T. came out in 1982. Record low temperatures. USA Today, the first issue was published in 1982. Epcot Center and Disney opened up. What else? Tylenol capsules laced with potassium cyanide killed 7 people in Chicago in September 19th. I guess that wouldn't be a happy birthday fact, would it? That really wouldn't be a happy birthday fact now, would it? And the love language, because we talk love language, right? You know, me so horny, we love you long time. Me love you long time. Love language. Do you want to know the sexiest thing I heard all week, all month, was I was at the Gyro Express. Everybody, if you in the area, go to Gyro Express. They feed you, man. Like they feed you. First off, I got an omelet with turkey bacon. I mean, beef bacon. I got an omelet with beef bacon and hash browns. And they make the omelet is so huge it just covers the whole aluminum platter. It covers the whole platter. You can't even see the hash browns. They put the hash browns on the bottom. Like, yeah, that thing is massive. But the lady said, bring me tears. She said, would you like cheese on your omelet? Whoa! If that was ever a statement that got a soldier at attention, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, it was slamming. So I had a good breakfast this morning, and I also got some stories for y'all. Get rid of this. Yeah, fucking Thriller came out in 1982. What? And I'm happy to be here, man. I'm really happy. I had some shit happen to me this year that, yeah, that a lot of it was a few chances, it was a few things that people just don't bounce away. And I'm here. I mean, so that's what makes me really happy. A former pill mill doctor sentenced to years behind bars after second degree murder conviction for overprescribing meds. Wow. I'm telling you, man, yo, doctors are the new cartel. Doctors are the new drug dealers. You give them that pad and they get to that shorthand and they just write you a million scripts. How do you overprescribe meds? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, wow. What was she giving them? I bet you it was opioids. She looked like she was taking them all. Ew. Reagan Nichols appear in a mugshot. I do not care for this mugshot, ma'am. Taken by the Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office. A former Oklahoma doctor has been sentenced to spend the next 7 years. That's all you get, 7 years behind bars for overprescribing pills and causing death of a patient. Oklahoma City NBC affiliate KFOR TV reported on Friday. A jury recommended that the former doctor, they always say this to try to save face, that it was a former doctor, like she wasn't working there when she was doing it. Know what I mean? Like she wasn't an employee while she was doing it. She was working there and she was doing it right under your noses. So don't say former, you say at the time she was employed. That's how you put it. At the time she was employed. Know what I mean? Because y'all got to share some type of fucking responsibility also. I mean, it wasn't a form. She wasn't doing it as a former doctor. You're killing me with that. You're killing me. The wording of things, the raping of the phrasing of things. Like, yeah, she wasn't a form. It wasn't a former doctor. She was there employed at the time. You know, call it what it is. A judge decided that 7 years was a better sentence and suspended the rest of the recommended time. Nichols is required, and I bet they snatched her license to like prescribe medications. They probably snatched their license to practice medicine, which I think I think losing that is like worse than losing your back to a police officer. Nichols is required as part of the sentence to help addiction patients either through prison ministry or an outside clinic. I know a couple people. I'll get you something to smooth you right on out. those 3 years, your 3 years in prison will just fly by. It'll just wake up one morning and it'll be time to go straighten you right on out. Prosecutors asked for a full 10-year sentence and said Nichols showed no remorse over the death of her former patient. The defense asked for probation and claimed Nichols was not a threat to society without that pad. Hey, yo, you're dangerous with that pad, man. You're just writing people stuff. Like, yeah, Nichols said she cried over every patient's death, but she just couldn't stop writing. Keep crying, but she couldn't keep crying for 7 years. Yeah. Prosecutors allege because at some point you got to know these. It's on both ends because you know you need. You're writing these prescriptions and you know these people need help, yet you're still writing them. And the people that keep coming back to you know they need help. So it's more your fault, I think. Like, yeah, at least you could be the one that says, well, they didn't get it from me. Even if you don't care about them, you could just be like, well, they didn't get it from me. Prosecutors allege that at least 5 patients died because of Nichols' care. There's a body else. Should be getting way more than this. Like one patient, okay, 7 years and you can't practice medicine, but 5 means you knew that you were doing something you shouldn't be doing because of Nichols' care, but a jury convicted her only of 1 count. Okay, of second-degree murder involving the death of only 1 patient. She got off. Oklahoma City CBS affiliate said the jury worked long into the night and came back one day after only a few hours of sleep before deciding to convict on 1 count. Only the jury was sequestered and wanted to pound out a decision without spending too much time in a hotel. Wow. That's how you got to watch Prosecutors reportedly called Nichols' practice a pill mill. Bars. Yeah. The state the state told jurors that Nichols prescribed the patients with little medical examination, hundreds of pills and suspect combinations. Yeah. Yeah, you want some? You want some? Everybody gets some. Everybody gets pills. According to an affidavit obtained by the newspaper, Nichols admitted writing some prescriptions before she even saw some patients. Yeah. What was she giving them? Nichols practice. They won't say. We know what it was. It was goddamn all type like oxys and shit. We know it was. Let's get this off my page. Moving right along. I like the way these glasses look on me, don't you? Elite. Ooh wee. Next up, unvaccinated man attacks health workers who refused to issue him a vaccination card. Talk about skipping the line. Yeah, he just want to go to the castle. He don't want to. He don't want to. He don't want to jump on the Goombas. He don't want to jump on the Goombas and smash the brick boxes. Now, I mean, he just want to go for the castle and hit the fucking flag. Yeah, that's a Mario reference. Yeah, that's a Mario reference. He just want to go to the end. Yeah. You know what the problem is with this shit is because these people are taking these vaccinations. It's two things we become obsessed with is getting the BBLs. And I'm not talking bacon, bologna, and lettuce. I'm talking about the Brazilian butt lifts. We want those. And what we've all become obsessed with is getting these fake vaccine cards and going to Hawaii. And those Hawaiians are not having that shit. And I hope the next person that gets caught vacationing in Hawaii without a vaccine card, that they just put a apple in his mouth and just make a luau out of him, had a little hot girls dancing around him and stuff like that. And just really make a statement that this shit is stupid. If first off, if you're willing to go up there and willing to trade blows and trouble over you're going directly to the vaccine. You're going directly to the vaccine. Why don't you just get the fucking vaccine? I think these are people who are so afraid. I think they don't like the shots. What are you, scared of needles? What are you, 2? I mean, an unvaccinated man attacks health workers who refuse to issue him a vaccination card. What are you, 3? Just get the fucking needle. Man, yeah, you want the lollipop, but you don't want the shot. A man refusing to get vaccinated has been detained for injuring health workers in Germany after he was denied a vaccination certificate. What? Yeah, what do you want a certificate for? You didn't do shit. The man whose identity was not publicized due to national privacy rules attacked a nurse and an assistant at a vaccination event Saturday at a Gera shopping center about 160 miles southwest of Berlin. German news agency DPA reported. Police subsequently detained the man in a parking garage near the altercation. They should have held him down and gave him a shot anyway and said, no, you can't get a vaccine. Now you can't get a card anyway. We're still going to make you wait for it. An assistant prepares a Johnson & Johnson Janssen COVID-19 vaccine and a so-called Impfzug. What the fuck is that? Operated by Berliner S-Bahn in Gronau near Berlin. What? A Berlin man injured a nurse and assistant at a vaccination event in Germany Saturday. Why do you go there to cause the trouble? The man, according to police, had approached the mobile vaccination team to demand they provide him with a certificate. I need my papers. Where's my papers? Despite refusing to get inoculated against COVID-19. He reportedly became violent when the team would not oblige him. Get the fuck out of the line. All across the world, these people are in your line for the people who actually want to handle business. Stop. The victims whose names were also not released were treated at and released from a nearby hospital. Come on. Classic case of somebody holding up shit that other people with serious business got to do. Got shit to do, man. You taking a shot of what? No, get your bitch ass out of the line. It's your pinch. Get your weak ass out of the line, man. Yeah. Would you like cheese on your omelet? Ooh, I should just go and put a rose on that lady's counter. Help wanted the new signs. Nah, that food slapping though. Help wanted the sign. Help wanted the new sign of the times. Yeah, pandemic. What pandemic? On a recent Friday night in Bethesda, Maryland, the restaurant Medium Rare was a packed house. Yet nothing here may ever be quite the same. Yeah, I know. I know. Ever since and before I knew that before the article I read this I caught an article last week when they were in one of them states. They were at a restaurant. They had, first off, your waiters and your waiters are working for $3 an hour. Your waiters are working for $3 an hour, and then the management and the boss had a nerve to want to take a cut of the workers' tips after you only get $3 an hour. So at $3 an hour, basically your tips are your life's blood. The only reason you come to work are for your tips. So if you're gonna cut, first off, if you're gonna pay me $3 a fucking hour and then cut into my tips, guess what? I don't want to work there, and I'm pretty sure other people won't find the job as pleasant either. You got to be on a serious type of parole, or you got to be under the gun some type of way to feel like that we can always do better than that. That is borderline like that's indentured servitude. Yes, it is. But yet nothing here may ever be quite the same now. Now these jobs are begging for people to come back. But when you had, COVID was an awakening, at least for me and other independent restaurants, said co-owner Mark Boucher. Yeah, I know, because you're probably treating your workers like shit. And like I said before, these workers had a little bit of time off to pursue things that they really wanted to do, instead of coming to work and listening to customers and listening to supervisors bitch at them all day for not even the type of pay that you wouldn't mind getting bitched at over. It's one of two things. Either you're going to pay me or you're going to shut the fuck up. Either you're going to pay me and you can be picky about the type of work that I deliver, or you're not going to pay me enough and you can just shut the fuck up and take what you paid for. I mean, and I feel like that 100%. Restaurant workers are frontline workers right now. I bet they are. Where are they though? Nope. The hospitality industry has to offer more to attract workers. They have been, waitresses been getting paid like great, like the lowest years, like because of customers are back. Many employees are not creating a crisis on this Labor Day that few expected. According to Wendy Edelberg, an economist at the Brookings Institution, we are seeing job openings. Rates are off the charts. Anybody who is having to hire workers right now is probably having a hard time. No, because you were assholes, and when they finally got a chance to get hell away from you, they're not coming back. That's what it is. You're calling the people back to come to work. They're like, hell no. And the people that actually had time to find a quality job, they look right over you. You see how shit come back? It's karma, man. When you had these everything comes in cycles. I remember my aunt a while ago was like, yo, you could leave a job and in like a week or two you have another job. Then that slowed down to the point where jobs is like, oh, everybody needs jobs. Then they got cocky and thought that you could treat people any type of way. Now, I mean, now these, I'm pretty sure that are crying that they don't have any employees. Why? Because you're shitty employers. And yeah, Edelberg said it's a sign of the times. Hospitals short staffed, Airlines canceling. Spirit Airlines, you can't even wear your uniform. Spirit, you can't even wear your work uniform. You got to come to work in plain clothes. And just like airlines are canceling flights, restaurants cutting back hours, we don't really have a services economy that can do stop and start. She said it's disruptive, it's messy, it's going to be a difficult recovery in the services sector, and it will be until when y'all finally get back on y'all feet. Y'all remember how hard it was today? Know what I mean? Y'all treat these workers like it could go back there. Yeah. In July, nearly half of small businesses reported that they were unable to hire enough workers. Yeah, because you're assholes. I said it. Somebody has to stand up. Somebody has to stick up. Yeah. Get this off my page. What's next? Shout out to my cousin. Shout out to my cousin Perry for she said that moi inspired her. She wants to do a podcast, and I inspire everybody to do a podcast because it's easy and I can inspire everybody to do a podcast because it's easy and it's a good way to get shit off your chest. It's really easy. So yeah, thanks for inspiring me to inspire me to inspire everyone. Holy smokes. But yeah, it's really easy. It's easy. Yeah, it's basically you could do it off your phone. Trust me, everybody's doing podcasts now, whether they famous or not famous or whatever. If it was as difficult as people like, if it was that elaborate of a scheme, then I wouldn't be sitting here in my own crib just doing this for like, yeah, just doing it for fun. It's not difficult. A man urinated on the counter of a Dairy Queen restaurant in Canada after being asked to wear a mask. See, this is why these restaurants can't find no goddamn workers, because you get people like this. Now, I mean, first off, I'm risking my life because half of you are coming in here drunk, breathing heavy without no mask. And then when I ask you to put a mask on, you want to get mad and piss off. Guess you know who has to clean that up for $3 an hour, and you didn't leave no tip, you son of a bitch. Know what I mean? Were you in Canada? I hope a Wolverine bites your cock off. A man urinated on the counter of a Dairy Queen restaurant in Canada after being asked to wear a mask. And this is the problem too about like we grown people, man. I shouldn't have to stop from, nobody should have to stop from doing what they're doing, from doing their job, from doing their work position. If somebody's in an environment where they're working, their job is to make your experience more comfortable and as pleasant and as enjoyable as possible. But yet they have to stop and raise you like a goddamn 5-year-old and tell you to put your mask on. Like, that's taking away from your experience if you're dining out, and that's also taking away from the experience of other people who's around you, who have to stop and take a picture and say, look at this asshole, I'm waiting for my steak, and she has to stop and ask him 5 times to put his damn mask back on. Yeah, I feel some type of way. I feel a way, and it ain't even happened to me. You know what I mean? Because that's pure selfishness. It's selfish. It's childish. Stop being fucking childish. Take the goddamn shot, a man, or don't just wear your fucking mask, whatever. A man reportedly urinated over a Dairy Queen front counter just during a dispute in Canada. Ew. The customer was denied service by staff due to being maskless, pardon me. Staff can be heard screeching in horror. What the fuck did he? Staff can be heard screeching in horror. Oh God, what is that? In horror in a video, but somebody, yeah, the staff can be heard screeching in horror, but somebody still had balls enough to take a video. Like, somebody has to survive. to tell this story. A man in Canada was asked to wear a face mask by staff at a Dairy Queen when he got agitated and urinated on the counters on the restaurant's counter. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's it's hilariously inappropriate. The incident reportedly occurred on Saturday night at a branch on Vancouver Island in British Columbia. The man can be heard arguing with the staff. "You do not have a brain," the man shouted, who has not been identified. A worker asked him to follow the rules, telling him he couldn't be served unless he wore a mask. And the man was like, what are the rules? What are the rules? I can't, I don't want to picture it, but I can understand somebody just zipping their pants down while they're asking them, what are the rules? Huh? Yeah, what are the rules? Do you know the rules? Do you know the rules? Yeah, BC policy says you have to observe exemptions. Yeah, the staff member replied, "Sorry, I don't want to argue with you. We have customers standing behind you and we want to serve them." Yeah, here are the rules, and just let it all. Yeah, and just let it all. Yeah. 40 all like 240s worth of just drunken urine. Following, he had to be intoxicated. Following this conversation, the man swore and appeared to unzip his trousers. Who wears? Oh yeah. He came in there with the intention of disrespectfully urinating over, because everybody knows when you're going to eat, you wear jeans. When you're going to fuck shit up, you wear trousers. And relieve himself. Staff can be heard screeching in horror. Like what did he do? It's like he didn't pull out an axe and start hacking at people. He just pulled his fucking. It's horrible. Okay, it's horrible. This is the first incident of this nature. Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Oh, there's gonna be copycats. And now you're gonna need beefed up security at all the Dairy Queens. I think people should just wear their mask and be safe and polite. As yet, no arrest has been made, but the police are asking anyone with video of the incident to share it with investigators. What, he got away? He just he just pissed all over the counter and ran out of the store with his trousers down around his ankle. Wow. And the other enforcing mask policies has led to many headaches for restaurant and other retail staff around the world. See, that's why people don't be want. Yeah. Why you like? I don't want to come and deal with that. I mean, for what? $3 an hour, and you gonna try to cut into my tips? You get a salary, you fucker. Desi Caswell, a former server and host at Capitol Hill Italian restaurant, told the Seattle Times that working in a pandemic became too stressful. I had what? Listen to this. I had adult males yell at me because they didn't want to wear a mask or because our policies were too harsh. Adult. The key word is adult. You know what? If you don't want to follow mask mandates, if you don't want to follow the mask regulations, then why don't you just go and get tater tots and fish sticks and put some newspaper down in front of the TV and eat like the fucking child you are, like the child that's old enough to wear these goddamn birthday glasses. I'll get you a pair. Know what I mean? Let's get this shit up our page. Last story. Delete my how we doing on time? 28 minutes. Yes. Yes. Been doing good on time, man. Yeah, My Pillow. Oh shit. My Pillow CEO Mike Lindell, that man horrifies me. Please do not let that man become president. Don't let that man get any type of political office. That man horrifies me, man. How you the kingpin of the pillow game, but every time you do an interview, it look like you ain't slept in dick. It's like you're a prisoner of your own dream. Yeah, you're a prisoner of your own fucking dream. He is, man, he has great. He always, you ever see him on the commercials and he's like, I knew you would. Yeah, that's because he's hopped up on no-dose. He hasn't slept in 48 hours. My Pillow CEO Mike Lindell threatens to go after investigative journalists, calling him an enemy of our country. Yo, he is, I'm telling you, whoever didn't like Trump, whoever didn't like Trump, do not get this man in office. This man cannot take office, bro, because he is going to be a problem. My Pillow CEO Mike Dell threatened to go after an investigative journalist. Lindell called Salon reporter Jerry Petrizzo an enemy of our country. Why? I'm just asking questions, right? That's all. That's all reporters do is fucking just ask the questions that they want other people to know. You get a chance to tell your side of the story. If a good journalist, that's all. A good journalist wants to ask you the things that you want. What do you want the people to know? And what do the people want to know from you? That's journalism 101. What do you want people to know? And what do the people want to know from you? And a little bit of things in between. Yeah, My Pillow CEO Mike Lindell in a live stream. I'm going to spend a lot more money, Zachary. I'm not out of money, contrary to your little thing here, Lindell said. We're going after this kid. Zachary is an enemy. He's an enemy of our country. This sounds like who, if he gets a taste of people, if you put a few men behind him that can carry out shit that he wants done, that is going to be a problem. That man terrifies me. Petrizzo has written several stories about Lindell and his unsuccessful quest to prove voter fraud at the 2020 presidential election. Jesus. Oh, in a statement, yeah, Salon published an article alleging that Lindell sold a 10-seat luxury aircraft this summer to fund his defense and the Dominion voting systems, defamation. Yeah, he's into some other shit, man. And he's getting money from them pillows. What's somebody asking your 10-year, your 20-year goal is to create pillow empire and use it to fund my rise to political fame. Yo, you're sitting in the classroom, your teacher will send you to the guidance counselor or the school shrink to you sit in front of your school shrink and tell her your 20-year plan is to build an empire off of pillows and use that empire to rise to political power. She'll send you home and have a stiff drink. Lindell has been a staunch ally of former President Donald Trump and a driving force of voter fraud conspiracy. Earlier this year, he was sued by voting machine company Dominion for spreading baseless election claims. They're playing with the vote game, just like that dude in this was a dude in Cali, just a civilian, got caught with like over 300 vote ballots in the back of his car. Yeah, meth and fentanyl. Of course. I mean, so you mean to tell me that there's not something fishy? There's not something fishy going on to with the voting system in this country? Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah. But if it's the problem is if you're making these claims across the board, don't make the claim because your guy didn't win. Don't make the claim of voter fraud when you don't win. Don't make the claim of voter fraud when somebody that you didn't want to win wins. Make sure that it's legitimate voter fraud. Make sure it's legitimate error or it's through something shady or, know what I mean? Like, make sure. Just don't get mad because your guy didn't win. It's childish. Yeah. That being said, episode 121. Had a good time, guys. Yo, if you fucks with the show, reach out to me on Instagram at Taco Meat 05. My link to my new website is in the bio. Reach out to me on Twitter at RYEZSHYNE. My link to the new website is in the bio. It's a beautiful web page. It's easy to navigate. The colors pop. It's not hard on the eyes. It's very well done. and I'm still adding and tweaking it. I love it. Um, or you could just hit me on Facebook. Or yeah, shout out to the people that gave me all the well wishes for my birthday, man. I appreciate y'all. I mean, yeah, if you fucks with the show, also you can reach out to me on Facebook or Facebook Messenger. The link to my new web page is on the bio for Facebook as well. I mean, like, yeah, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna figure something out. I wanted to go get me a steak, or yeah, but the weather's looking kind of crappy. So I don't know. But whatever it is, I'm here. I'm fucking sober. Yeah. And I'm alive. Let's do it again next year when I hit 40. And I'm yeah. Yo, I'll holler at y'all very, very, very soon. Adios.